Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're at the Chrysler Nationals in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Take a look at the description and you can see the website and come to a great Carlisle event. You'll be glad you did. And today I'm with friend of the channel, Ralph Barbagallo, and he's got a great 69 car for you. Ralph, tell him what year, make, and model this one is.
So this year we brought a 1969 Road Runner 383 convertible. Pretty cool car.
And we've got a real special trunk and treat for you, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna say you probably have never seen one of these from the Mopar lineup. So right off the bat, we've got the front end of this car, and this car's got some nice options. Obviously the convertible is a big option, but tell me what these things are on the side.
So those are the bullet turn signals. That is part of the light package. This Road Runner came equipped with them from Chrysler. So it has the light package, it comes with those, it comes with the trunk light and interior light. It also has the air grabber hood, which you're looking at right now. And it has a switch inside that you can flip that and let the cool air in from the outside. It's also a hood stripe car from the factory. This car is all numbers matching, all original. Really cool car.
And now it has a unique color. We're going to step back from it for a second. It has a unique color.
It does.
What's the color for this car?
So this color is called Sand Pebble Beige. Not a rare color for 1969.
But a rare color.
A very rare color on a muscle car.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, very rare color on a muscle car. It is the only one known in that color. It is, and out of the 1969 Road Runners that were painted, 1% of them were painted Sand Pebble Beige. So that tells you it wasn't a very popular color. When I bought the car, I said, all right, that'll do. That'll be kind of cool. It's a little different. And then when I got it and the interior and the exterior and how well it looked together,
yeah,
it was a keeper.
We are going to feature the interior when we turn it around. Tell me about these.
So you're
wheels.
Looking at original, correct 1969 Kelsey Hayes recall wheels is what they've ended up being nicknamed. And what happened with these wheels is this was the wheel for 1969 for Chrysler. They showed it in their advertisement, which you'll see in a little bit in the trunk or treats.
Yeah.
And it was their only wheel. It was their big wheel. So if you got a Hemi car in 1969, this is what it was going to have. Well, the problem with the wheel was if you didn't torque them properly, the centers would crack, and there would be cracks right here in them. So all you had to do is bring the car back, have them torque them, and they would never crack, never have an issue. But if you put a wheel on and you didn't torque it, you'd come back to dealership. So Chrysler says, we're recalling them all.
Wow.
So you went from this to a full hubcap, 15-inch wheel, or you went with a dog dish hubcap. Chrysler they were just doing what they could to fix the problem. These came out of a warehouse in Michigan.
Huh.
And they're original, they're unrestored, they're in great shape. So, well to feature it on this car.
Really sets it off. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we?
Sure. So it's a 383 Road Runner engine. It does have the functional air grabber hood. And you know what? I'll go ahead and flip that and show you how it works.
Yeah.
The air vents are here. There's the switch.
So there's the switch.
Right now, it's getting air from the engine. So if it's a cold morning, you have the air grabber closed. Well, now you're going out to performance.
There's closed.
Push on that, and now it closes it off and gives you fresh air. And we'll leave it that way for our ride.
There we go. And we've got the Coyote.
Yep. And they named it the Road Runner engine. And then when you got the 1969 model with the air grabber, that's the air cleaner that came. You got a chrome breather, the beep beep horn.
I'm gonna step over here for just a second.
There's a picture of the fender tag with the color codes. Just a very nice original car. Car's never really been apart. It's been repainted once, many years ago. Awesome car.
Yeah, really good.
And another thing for 1969 that many people don't know, this is the highest production car in a convertible muscle car built from Chrysler.
Really?
1969 Road Runner was the highest production. They built 1,111 of them. Every other convertible, RT, 70 Road Runner, they were all hundreds. This was the highest production. They sold the most of this. Again, 1969, it was the car of the year, the Road Runner. So Motor Trend named it the car of the year.
We'll show a trunk or treat on that too. Let's fire it up, shall we?
Sure, absolutely.
And while we got the back end out of the sun, we'll step on the brake, we'll let it idle, and then we'll give it a rev. step on the brakes for a second, Ralph, if you would. Give it a rev. Very nice. And we'll turn it around for you. Ralph always likes to surprise us with a special trunk and treat. So Ralph, go ahead, open up our trunk as we've turned it around.
All right, Lou. I told you I wouldn't disappoint you.
What do we have here?
So, Chrysler Air Temp Room Air Conditioner in its original box from 1968.
That's what the 8's there for.
Yep. Yep.
From 1968, we have the room. Let me step to the side there. Air conditioner, time period correct. Now that's an amazing trunk and treat. The Chrysler Corporation climate engineered air temp. Okay. So we showed you the box, and I just thought we'd take it outside of the box and actually show you the real Imperial, naturally air temp. Ralph, what was the thought with this? Look at this.
When will you ever see another one? It's just cool. It's everything Chrysler.
That's quite the Chrysler trunk and treat. Wow. Does the front open or anything? Or
Lowers, there's all your controls. And it works.
And it works.
We'll have it plugged in this weekend at the show.
Look at this. The Chrysler air conditioner, just like that.
And it's the Imperial model.
The Imperial model. We're back to the trunk and treats. We're gonna take that out and show them the rest of the trunk and treats. Wow. All right, well, that's hard to top that one. These are some details specifically about this car that you can see. Ralph's rapidtransit.com. You can check out more of Ralph's cars there. And as you check this out,
that's actually the sales brochure from '68. Made a color copy of it, and I put them on the dash so people can take a look at it. And there's those Kelsey Hayes wheels we talked about.
Right there. Look at that.
That was a centerfold. That was for the car guy centerfold. That was
There's some
in Hot Rod magazine.
It's called the Road Runner 383 with a 4-barrel carb.
This is one of my favorites. Road Runner tells it like it is. Isn't that funny?
Look at that. That is a good one.
And then Motor Trend tells it like it is, named it Car of the Year in 1969.
The 2-page ad. That's just great. Great colors too.
Pretty cool, huh?
Beep beep. All right, let's well, I'll show them the trunk here as well, as you can see. Wow. Okay. Looks great. May I go to the interior?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Can I open it?
Let's open it up. Let's talk
Okay.
about it.
Nice. We'll show that there. The two-tone. Now, tell me a little bit as I get closer. Tell me about these floor mats.
So those floor mats were J.C. Whitney catalog. 1970, 71 is when you could get them out of the J.C. Whitney catalog. I think they were under $3 for the pair.
At the time.
At the time, yeah. So I was fortunate enough, I had a good friend that bought a bunch of them back in the day, and he gifted them to me maybe about 20 years ago. And I opened them up and they were what they were supposed to be. That was really cool.
That is very cool. That's great when you have friends who help you with stuff like that.
Full instrumentation. It is originally a tack car. There's the original tachometer. It's an air grabber. That carb air button all the way underneath the dashboard. When you get to it, you'll see it.
Here's your tack. And here's
That's it. You pull that lever and it opens up the air grabber hood. Just a very nice car. Very original. Never a wrecked car.
It's nice that they put that Road Runner right there too for the driver. The beep beep horn. We know we have to hear that. Well, Ralph, I mean, we've already taken a look at the front of it. There's only one thing left to do. Let's take it for a ride. So Ralph and I are in the 69 Plymouth Road Runner 383 convertible with the special, and you've already seen it, trunk and treat. So how did you find an air conditioner from Chrysler?
A good friend of mine 15 years ago said, "Hey, I got something you've never seen." And I said, "Okay, I think I've seen pretty much everything."
So you thought.
So I thought. And he had come over with this truck, and I'm like, okay, well, it's in the back of his pickup truck, so how big could it be? Well, then he dropped the tailgate, and there it was. And there was the original box. And it was theirs from back in the day. His father, that's what they used. They were Chrysler to the core. And he says, "I have no use for it. If you'd like it, I know you'll do good things with it." So
show it on Lou's YouTube channel.
That's it. Yeah. So at that point, I says, "I'm in," and it became part of the collection.
Wow! I just want to show people too when we're driving. We're in Carlisle through the neighborhoods here. There's a reason why I'm showing you this. If we turn the corner, we have we're going to be careful here, but if we go past this, we'll go up a little farther. A little straightaway here. That's good. We don't want to not be invited back. That was good. But the car drives great.
We don't have to find another road, right?
Yeah, no, this is good.
Nice.
This is real good. What's the reaction when people see this one? You mentioned the color. You know, it's not sublime or something like that. What do people think when they see this one?
So when people come over and see it, the color kind of, okay. But then when they look at the interior and how it's all put together as far as color options, it just complements itself very well. It also has a white top too. So when you have the top up, the colors, they all work well together. It really works out well.
It's got a very natural look to it. You know, it looks very...
It is a beautiful car. It is just such a nice car.
There's something about it that makes it very special. Now, do the Chrysler aficionados know, like, holy cow, that's really rare?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's featured in the 69 Road Runner in Details book, and the person who wrote that book is the only one. It's the only one they've ever built in this color. The color is rare as it is, but it's the only one that's been built in this factory color.
Isn't that interesting? And I mean, you know, in that time frame, there were a lot of color choices.
There were.
So to only have one built in that color, that's really unique for sure.
Yep.
No doubt about that. Sure. Well, Ralph, I always enjoy getting a chance just to kind of show a little bit of Carlisle where we're at. If we're driving around. We're in neighborhoods, so we're not going to horse around too much here. But it's just great, and I know you've got your family out here too. It's so good to see them. Well, what a treat. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
You got it, and thank you, Lou, for all you do. Really, really appreciate it. This is awesome.
My pleasure.